my list of shows that I'm currently watching from this season up.
Yeah, that's actually better now.
Yeah, now we can fucking hear. Hooray! Roxas, we did it.
So, yeah.
I'm sorry, Roxas, you didn't get into Smash, but your nobody did. But yeah, that's how it works, isn't it? Yeah, Sora is Roxas's nobody?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't fucking know anymore because the writers don't fucking know anymore.
Okay.
Got to get those sound levels, baby.
Oh, I thought you were reading that children's book. Boom chick.
No, boom chick.
That's what just a heads up, Kevin Bacon has nothing to do. That's what came to my mind.
Yeah, I figured.
The FAA one, I like. It was hilarious. That last line in that article is hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that fucking article for when it first came out, and I was like, huh, this is interesting. All right, boy.
All right.
Let's get talking about bullshit. Woo!
All right, let's do this. All right, welcome once again to It's Time to Listen. Here we are. I gotta say, Twin Cities Con was okay.
Twin Cities Con was A-okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron looks so different.
Oh.
He played.
Does he?
Yeah.
How so?
Well, he pretty much got your kind of beard going.
Oh.
And he wears glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of a scraggly beard with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Homelander. He's not homeless.
No,
So I don't know why he's going with that look.
Well, I mean, a lot of actors go with beards. I mean,
That's true. Actually, fun fact: if you are an aspiring actor, and you're male, always let your beard grow out and always let your hair grow out, because you can always cut your hair, but you can't grow it in time for a performance. So just a actor tip out there: if you ever audition for a role, don't be afraid. I mean, obviously keep it maintained and look nice, but never be afraid to be like, yep, I'm always willing to have my hair cut and trim my beard on your little headshot resume type thing. Because you can always take those off. Very difficult to add them back on.
Yeah. He still had his highlights.
Oh, I figured he probably. I feel like that was just like a him thing anyway.
Well, no, I think he was just letting it wash out eventually.
I wouldn't. I think they look good. Whatever. I'm not him. I can't say anything.
I don't know.
I can't say anything. I'm not him. So.
Also, I don't know. I guess Leah Clark was in a panel and then coming back in, because when I went down there, I guess her panel or something was coming out, and then because oddly enough, Aaron, you couldn't pay by card for Aaron, so I had to go upstairs.
You bastard!
Yeah.
Except my PayPal.
He didn't have PayPal. It was either Venmo or one of those the celebrities.
Oh, Venmo's so much easier.
Yeah, but I didn't have time to download.
Oh, to quick do Venmo and.
So I had to go all the way back upstairs 3 flights on the main floor.
Hit the ATM and then come back down 3 more floors.
Yeah.
Burn some calories, get an autograph. It's a win-win.
Yeah. So when I was coming back down, I think Leah Clark's panel was done.
Yeah.
And so went back down, hit Aaron. Nobody in line for him.
What?
Not a.
So was there people in line when you went to go get cash, or was it really?
No, there was There was one person already signed talking to him.
I thought that he would have been busy.
Yeah, that's the same thing with me.
Maybe I'm just a dumbass and I just don't think most people watch The Boys, I guess? I don't know. I thought that was the big thing when it came out. Almost like Game of Thrones levels. Apparently not, but whatever.
Who knows? But anyway.
I guess he's going to Twin Cities Con, so... Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I shouldn't say that. That's mean.
No, I mean, because Batista was here 2 years ago.
Batista was here 2 years ago. That is correct.
Batista was here.
God, that's a very strange thing to say. Batista was just like chilling in Minnesota.
So was Mark Henry.
Mark Henry likes Minnesota, though, from what I understand.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently he loves visiting. I think he has family here, if I remember correctly. Don't quote me on that. I know he visits Minnesota frequently.
Well, this was GalaxyCon.
Yeah.
So they're obviously a lot bigger than
Twin Cities Con.
Because I think this is actually the first time Twin Cities Con is here. But anyway, coming down, I think Aaliyah Clark panel was over.
Her panel's out.
I went to see Aaron, and then I jumped into Leah's line for fucking. It felt forever. Because I don't know what she was doing. But yeah, I eventually got her autograph. I don't know why I'm so attracted to just toga in general.
I think you just have a death wish.
I don't know. No. It could be her yonder smile. I'm guessing it's...
Toga's an interesting character. Like, she's an attractive, fun personality. Would I be attracted to her? No. I'd keep her away with a 10-foot spear. But
it could be the blonde.
Yeah, it might be the blonde hair, half crazy, half maintained hairstyle.
I don't know.
The power.
It's something about
that.
Not to mention the cosplay itself. It's like, I'm trying not to get a hard right now. It's like, it's weird. But anyway,
damn girl, you got that generic schoolgirl outfit down pat.
Yeah. So, and. I actually completed my main 6 of MLP Shoujo. Although it is the limited edition one where they match the skin color of the pony.
Ew, she's yellow. I don't like it. It's not bad.
It's not bad, but
it's very. So anyone who hasn't seen these, look up the statues. They're actually very nice one looking. I'm very tempted to get them myself, even though I fucking hate My Little Pony. I just think these look really good. He has like the 5 normal ones where it's just like the regular skin color with the pony on the side, and then he has the new one which is just jaundice color, which is a little out of place, but it is still a very nice looking figure. So
my main concern is what they're gonna do with Rainbow Dash. It's gonna look weird if they do blue.
There's no way.
They should,
right?
I mean, they're gonna have to just to keep in line with the limited edition with all the colors they're matching, because Twilight Sparkle looks pretty decent with that purple. Pinkie Pie is decent with that pinkish. Rarity is not bad. It's very light lavender looking. But I don't know how they're going to, like with Rainbow Dash and Applejack, it's going to look kind of weird.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when it happens. But.
Yeah, and they can't really do it with Sunset Shimmer because she's pretty much, her skin tone's pretty much already matched.
It's just a peach color basically, so it doesn't even fucking matter what you do with that.
So, also found out, because the last con I went to, it was the one in the State Fairgrounds.
Mm-hmm.
When I was there, I can't remember if I said this last episode, where there was a comic up there, it was Avengers No Surrender, number 10. I'd say, hey, it's like, why is that? I'm like, it's $50. $50. Why is that $50? And then eventually I asked, I'm like, hey man, why is that $50? Oh, it's the first appearance of Immortal Hulk. I'm like, oh, no shit, I actually have that.
No shit. Oh my god, I own that.
And when I came home, I'm looking. At first, it was like volume 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just stops. I'm like, oh, I guess I don't. I could have swore I had it. Then I checked up another short box. I'm like, oh wait, there it is.
Oh shit! That the guy did it.
So yeah, I actually own that comic and several other ones that I don't know if because I asked I shouldn't say my comic, but guy. I went to the comic book store.
The store
guy. the person that normally buys
Yeah.
thing and say, hey, what's more valuable? The blue not brand, but band. Band or the green one. For those who do not know CGC grading system, blue is just, your normal standard.
Yep.
Green is where there's something signed on it, but it's not verified. And obviously your gold, yellowish, whatever you want to call it, is actually verified. So I asked him, what's more valuable, green or blue? He said blue, because you can't really verify green.
Yeah.
Even though they know it's pretty much signed.
Yeah, you can't officially say it is, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
Said,
which sucks. Some people get mad that there's a sign and you can't verify it, so it, loses value to them. But whatever. I don't give a fuck.
So I'm at that point where, or do I just wait until that artist comes here, or do I just send it away? Because right now there's like a 6-year backlog.
Yeah.
Of CGC shit. So I'm like, I guess I could still wait a year, because but yeah, that's just me. I know I have like a lot of one-ish, like number ones and first appearance, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that. But yeah. So here we are, winter season. I guess a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff, and some stuff that got delayed, and some stuff that we'll see how it gets adapted. We'll talk about the stuff that you wrote down, because that connects to some of my stuff. So
okay, the first one I watched, or not. This is not in order that I watched. I just happened to
wrote them down.
Yeah. So the first one is Platinum Men.
One I am not watching.
This one, if you've seen Future Diary, this is basically it.
That's kind of what I got from reading the description, and I was like, I don't really think I need to watch this. And then I saw the studios from. I was like, I'm probably gonna miss out on like some dope scenes and like good animation and voice acting. It's just not on a priority of me watching, unfortunately. So. Well,
I'm gonna I think I give most anime, because you can't really go off the first.
Yeah, you can't go off the first. That's why I have. If it's a 12-episode series, I'll give it 3 episodes, and if it's 24, then I'll give it 6, because they tend to be slower.
Yeah.
Platinum End. Even just reading the description, the discussion I've seen from the first episode, it probably wouldn't pass my 3 episode of keeping my interest. Not saying that it's bad by any means. It's just not for me type situation.
Next one is Mulov Alternative.
Yeah, Muv-Love Alternative.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it.
Yep,
okay.
It is Muv-Love.
Okay, so this one, great pilot, by the way.
Yeah,
very good to set this tone.
Yeah, I was very worried that they weren't going to be able to establish enough in the first episode to keep a lot of people interested. Because anyone who doesn't know, Muv-Love is a visual novel, and Muv-Love Alternative is the alternate storyline, I believe. Both very long visual novels, very good in their own ways. We'll see how it goes. I don't dislike it so far. I don't have strong opinions one way or the other yet, but it did start strong. Yeah. I will at the very least say that. If you haven't read or even heard of the Muv-Love series, I don't know if this is going to be a great jumping in point in terms of not reading visual novels or something like that. So we'll see, or even the manga. We'll see how it goes. So
all I know is when I saw I guess I don't know. I'm just calling them Estebalas because that's what they fucking remind me of.
Yeah.
And I'm like, geez, this is like not only that 98. I find it a little weird that they start that year and then jump 3 years later.
3, yeah.
So hopefully they'll get better versions of Estebalas. Did they have a name for them? I don't remember them having
It's been a while since I've done anything with Muv-Love, so I don't remember a lot about it. I remember liking it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I can't give details on this one because a lot of it's very fuzzy. I blame Fate for that because my fucking god, having to play through Fate Stay Night to get all of the routes is like 200 hours, and I want to kill myself.
Next one, the Fruit of Evolution.
I refuse to watch this one. I fucking refuse. The premise is hilarious. I love the idea of it. My God, I'm not gonna waste my fucking time watching this garbage.
I think the only reason why I'm watching is because it's a kind of harem. But if it's one of those harems where I think you all know that.
Yeah. Anyone who doesn't know this one, is it an entire school or just a classroom?
I don't know. They're not. At first, it was the entire school, but then we cut to his friends that went to a different school, and they're there.
Yeah.
So it's very unclear.
Basically, a large group of students get sent to another world, blah, 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 and he is the ugly bastard of the school, unfortunately, in the normal world. And he finds this fruit called the Fruit of Evolution, which is what it's called. So he eats it, and then he becomes super duper handsome. And then a gorilla meets up with him, and he's like, "Oh no, a gorilla!" And the gorilla is like food and eats it, and then turns into a hot anime girl. And now there's gonna be shenanigans. So
and
and if you think I skipped over details, I really didn't. That's basically
it doesn't happen in the first episode.
No.
Sort of.
It kind of does. It kind of doesn't. But if you read the synopsis of the show, it literally tells you exactly that.
Not to mention, there was like a scene where the female girl is talking, and he doesn't even acknowledge that, holy shit, you're talking.
Yeah. He doesn't. He's just like, yeah, yep, oh, okay, good point. And I'm like, you are literally in a different world that you have no knowledge of, and a fucking monkey is talking to you.
It's like,
and he's just like, yeah. Oh, cool, interesting. Like, I'd be freaking the fuck out. I'd be like, oh my God, a fucking talking monkey.
I'm like, is this supposed to happen?
Yeah. Is this normal? Am I crazy?
And then finally, the world's finest assassin gets reincarnated as an Aristocrat.
I'm very excited for this one. A lot of people really like the novel. Very strong first episode.
Oh, very confusing. When I say confusing, as far as how he gets taken out, like that's...
it is the most extra cover-up I have seen to kill one person since Sherlock Holmes' Game of Shadows. Like, it is on that level of convoluted...
I own it, but I haven't...
bullshit. So basically, so in Game of Shadows, to kill one ambassador from Germany, Moriarty plants a bomb at the embassy during, like, a peace talk meeting, just so his, like, henchman guy can snipe one specific dude to guarantee the kill, and the bomb is a cover-up. It is convoluted as shit and really stupid, but kind of fun because you're like, that's dumb. And in this one, they're like, oh, yeah, don't worry, you're going to go train new recruits. Please get on this plane specifically at this time. Hurry now, please go.
Yeah. So, now, mind you, I'm trying not to spoil it, but it's first episode.
Yeah, it's just first episode.
Assassin's last mission, he's gonna quote-unquote semi-retire.
Yeah, so basically...
He's gonna go to Japan, train a bunch of assassins.
For this shadow organization who is just the organization because they're super relevant to the actual story outside of, him dying. So.
Right, and so he gets on a plane from L.A. to, Tokyo.
Yeah, wherever to Tokyo, to blah, blah, blah.
And then next thing you know... engine failure, and then...
not just an engine failure. They put a Claymore bomb in the front panel of the cockpit of the plane to kill the pilots.
Right. And then...
within milliseconds of that happening...
F-16 comes...
F-16 is on the right, and my favorite thing that happens in the scene is a guy whips out his phone, and there's already the news broadcast happening. He didn't activate any apps, he's just like... oh, yes, my news app I keep running 24/7 on my phone. And, the world's greatest assassin is like, I didn't think they would go this far to kill one man. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with you. This is extreme to cover up one dude's death.
Right. That's almost like the council carpet bombing Manhattan to take out John Wick.
Yeah, to kill John Wick. Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, that's a little extreme for this.
Very extreme. Very fun opening sequence where we get kind of a hint of like what his future is going to be like in the isekai world. He has like his little harem of assassin ladies that for the first time in God knows how long we actually have a spear user in anime, and I love it. I love seeing that shit. I think it's such a fun.
Really?
I think it's such a fun weapon.
pretty sure we had more spear users.
Like but like not talking about like some super overpowered like bullshit, like fucking Bleach or something like that. She doesn't seem to be,
well, she uses
goddamn
magic.
Overpowered. Yeah, she uses magic, which also, like, magic in a gun is the funniest concept to me in the history of fucking anime. Why are you... And I'm just like, why are you reloading? You're just shooting gun magic bullets. So...
Well, unless you watch Ruby, they don't reload in there.
I fucking hate Ruby. So fucking much. I fucking hate Ruby.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
I also think his... I guess protege /
Oh, I think she gets reincarnated too. Yeah. It's not confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure in that opening scene that like lady that's with him is like his protege that he was teaching. My God, this is like the first protagonist where they're like, he's the world's best. That I'm like, oh, okay, I see why he actually gets that, because they make it very clear he is a very smart individual that's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah, not to mention, I don't know why you want to take out your best guy who's going to train
who has literally agreed and has shown no sign of being like, oh man, I hate this shit. He's like excited to go train people. He's like, yep, I've outlived my usefulness. The very least I can do for this organization that has raised me is go train people. And they're like, we have to tie up all loose ends. I'm like, what loose ends? He was like, all right, cool. I'm going to... Yeah. I guess this is the next chapter of my career.
It's almost like Looper.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. It's like Looper, where I'm like, this is so strange. Like, what? Whatever. I don't like the fact that I think it was a dumb way. I think it should have been like another organization or like just some other bullshit that happened. Or maybe his protege betrays him and like that's her like final task to get anything else. Honestly, anything else. It was very strange. Yeah. So some other shows. Banished from the Heroes Party. Kind of slow. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Sakugan really wants to try and be Evangelion. I feel. Anyone who doesn't know what Sakugan is, they like live in like these underground dome cities, and this little girl has like dreams of finding something. We don't quite know what. I think it might be like a rocket or something. And she's with her dad, and they, get pushed into an adventure. So we'll see how that goes.
That sounds a lot like, what's that shit? It starts off with him. They're like all diggers, and then it's like,
you're talking about Gurren Lagann?
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely gave that vibe. I think it's by the same studio that did Decadence as well. Okay. Because the mechs move in a way that's very Decadence type, and some of the creature designs have that feel to them. Same with the animation as well. So we'll see. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with that one, but it'll be fine. Fairway Paladin. This one was like super hyped up. Again, we'll see how it goes. It was a very slow, not very strong first episode that was kind of just setting the base for some stuff. My senpai is annoying. My God, this is the cutest shit I've seen in God knows how long. Anyone who has heard our top 10 videos, and I have talked about the Doki Doki Oye-san, or the Little Landlord anime, or hentai, very similar size difference between the two leads. You got the big old burly upper classman senpai at work, and the tiny little girl who shouldn't be allowed in an office building without strict IDs or allowed at a bar because she's 3'2" nothing, but whatever. Very cute. They get along great. They have great chemistry so far. Miruko-chan, the one where the Miruko-chan can see, where she sees like the evil spirits. A lot of fan service in the first episode for a horror anime when she's like 14. Started to get a little uncomfortable with some of the camera angles, but then I reread the first couple of chapters and it is a little fan servicey, so I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That shit stops. I hope they don't continue it. If they do, I'm going to be very, very disappointed. So I'm excited for that. Kind of spoopy. That's your spoopy October anime. And then the last one that I've seen that has aired is Sukitu Latka to Nosferatu, which is basically the space race, but with a cute vampire lady. We'll see. It's interesting. I like the whole idea of alternate history. US using or US is VR. Sorry, my bad. using fucking vampires to test subjects in space, which is so very strange. I don't know why they decided to go in that particular direction, but animation's beautiful, for one thing. Voice acting is very well done so far. Yeah, it looks cute. It has an interesting subject, so I'm looking forward to it.
You know, I kind of wish Crunchyroll can actually buy more licensing, because it's either Crunchyroll or Funimation. That's all US has.
Oh god, in some of the world it's worse.
So
even though they have access to Crunchyroll and Funimation, their libraries are like cut into like a fourth. So I don't have that problem because I don't pay for anime.
True, but
which sucks. I would love to support the industry, but supporting either Funimation or Crunchyroll doesn't necessarily do a whole lot. So I buy Blu-rays when I can. If they weren't $80 for 12 episodes, I would love to buy more, but I can't because it's $80 for 12 fucking episodes.
Right, and I hate Sony for not selling movies anymore because that's how I usually get.
Yeah,
you know, because I paid a total of maybe $30 for 4 seasons of High School DxD.
Yeah. Yeah, but like
it was on sale.
Yeah, like back in the day, I remember they would like do heavy physical distribution to stores, and I remember seeing like High School DxD 1, 2, and 3 before season 4 came out for like $10 each at Best Buy, like Blu-ray. I was like, holy shit, that's a steal! So I bought them because I'm a degenerate.
Yeah.
And nowadays, it's like those would be like $30-$40, even though they're old.
Yeah.
And it's insane. Like I hate condoning not paying for anime. I'm not going to use the P word, but it's like if you're not going to let me consume the content for a reasonable amount, what obligation do I have to not do that? Like I want to support you. I want to buy these things. Let me buy them and help support them. But don't fuck my bank account every time I decide to do it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Especially for hentai, man.
Hentai's worse.
Way worse.
Holy shit. If anyone's been on J-List for like not even like localized like subtitled hentai, just like straight NTSC-J like region Blu-rays, it's like $90
for one episode.
For one episode. That's like 12 minutes long.
Yeah. It's like,
are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, yeah, it's
like I get it, importing and blah blah blah. I get like shit's not cheap. But my god. Come on. There has to be some compromise somewhere.
Yeah, probably there. Probably.
Oh, I guarantee. I've told this story before, but I remember. God, oh my god, this really dates how fucking old I was. How old I am. Back on Attack of the Show on G4, they had like a week or like a night where they did like an adult night. So like X-Play did like X-rated adult video games, and like Attack of the Show did like a lot of adult focused content. And one of the things they did in Attack of the Show is they went to one of the red light districts. There was a store dedicated to literal just pornography. They had like 4 floors, and each floor specialized in something different. So like the 3rd floor was like used women's clothing, and you could just buy that.
Right.
Like that's insane. And then like the 1st floor was like physical books, like both like doujins and like erotic novels and shit like that. 2nd one was like movies, and like I don't remember the 4th one was, but I'm like. And they're like, yeah, talking about the prices, like you could buy like a woman's used outfit for like 800 yen. But if like
at the time that was like what, $7?
Yeah, at the time that would have been, because like mid 2010 conversion rate, about $7 to $10. Depending on if I don't know what the inflation's like in Japan or anything, but and I was like, holy shit. And then obviously I didn't look it up at the time because I was like 12 and I didn't know how to find used Japanese women's clothing. I didn't want that in my family search computer or family search history. But then like if you want that nowadays, that'd be like $200 to like import from Japan. Like, and it would still probably be like 700 yen in Japan if you live there. Like it's ludicrous. It's insane to me.
Yeah. So, it is ridiculous as far as
I'm a consumer. I want to consume things for a reasonable price and have a varied selection. That's good for me as a consumer. But when I'm not given that and I'm forced to find alternative means for my entertainment, it sucks. I'm not happy about it. There's definitely, like, Disney. I'll fucking pirate everything from that fucking company. I don't give a fuck. But, like, I want to support animation. I want to support these developers and, like, animators and all this shit. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's going to get any better in the future.
No, and it's not. It would just apparently some guy that either got elected to be the prime minister or is running for prime minister.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to make the manga and anime industry better. And I'm like, you have to change a lot for that to happen.
Well, he said he was going to give him better salaries, from what I've read.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a culture thing over there, but we're not getting into the whole thing because I don't fully understand it.
That's too much research.
Yeah, that's a conversation I'm not going to have because I don't live there. I don't fully understand it, but from the people I've talked to, it's not necessarily getting super great, even though they're trying to make strides to change it. So,
yeah. All right. In the news today, I found some good ones.
Yeah, we actually these are actually fucking awesome. I love it.
So the first one is there is a teacher in Ontario.
Yeah, Ontario.
Ontario, Canada, where the students. Hold on, sorry, this fucking.
He's all fucking wrapped up.
This fucking cord. The students' parents found their principal, supporting Iron Maiden. This is her, not her main principal account, just her actual main account.
Yeah, I think like her personal one.
One. They saw her, rocking out to Iron Maiden and pictures like that. It's like,
and then doing the classic rock, like tongue out, fucking, Ozzy Osbourne or metal hand gesture and shit. Living life, honestly.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, it's like, no, we don't want that, satanic, whatever.
In fucking Ottawa, like, God fucking damn it.
We don't want this,
we don't want this horse shit. Yeah, how dare you bring Satanist messages and blah, blah, blah. And I think they gave like 75 to 80% of the student body was just like, shut the fuck up. She's a great principal. And that's awesome that she connects with that type of music.
Yeah, and then they go on about saying this is the public school, now the Catholic school.
Yeah, and they're like, this, where's your separation and blah, blah, blah. And
and it's hilarious because it goes on saying this principal gave a separate room for a prayer for Islamic,
Yeah, they're supposed to. And it's called accommodation. I don't know if some people are weary of that word, but, when there's a melting pot of religions, you kind of have to try and accommodate for that because...
Yeah, especially in Canada.
Oh, God, especially in Canada.
So the student body eventually made their own petition.
Yeah, a counter petition, and they're like, no, fuck you. This is awesome.
And if you don't like it, you can send me to another school.
Yep.
So I find that hilarious that parents are...
That 20 parents are probably like, oh, look at this outrage and blah, blah, blah. And the fucking student body was like, go fuck yourself. Like, shut the fuck up.
And judging by her picture, she looks about 60, 70-ish.
Yeah, she looks like she's late 60s.
I'm trying to... When did Iron Maiden... What is it, 80s, right?
Yeah, Iron Maiden peaked in the 80s.
So... 20. Yeah, it sounds about right. 60, 70. She would have been 20.
She would have been about 20 when that... Assuming we're right with her age. Yeah, she would have been... Yeah, about 20s. Which, perfect age to get into Iron Maiden, especially at that time,
Right. So, more power to the student body at Eden High School in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada.
Yep, and there is a petition that if you look at this article, most of the articles have that petition that you can sign. I'm probably going to do it when I get home because, fuck dumbasses who are still going on about this shit in the year 2021. Go back to the satanic panic of the fucking 80s and 70s and shit.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong fucking time period. I love this next story. Someone had a fucking stroke trying to write this and keep track of it. So here we go. I'm going to do my best.
Are you going to read?
I'm going to read this shit.
Because you have to. Somebody has to read this.
Hitman hires hitman who hires hitman who hires hitman who hires hitman. And that's it. That's the chain.
No, I mean, you got to read.
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
Several hitmen hired each other to eliminate one person in Guangxi, China. A man hired a hitman to kill his business competitor, but his plan didn't work out. The hitman hired another hitman to finish the job. He then hired a third hitman, who hired a hitman, who also hired a hitman for the same task. The murder plot crashed when the last hitman tried to convince the victim to fake his death. This is the shit I'm talking about when I say truth is stranger than fiction. You can't make this shit up. Okay. I'll just read a little bit more just so you guys kind of get the gist of the story. It all started in 2013 when Tan Yung, a realtor from Nanning, wanted to kill his competitor Wei, as 9gauge reports. At the time, Tan gave $2,282,000 US to Jing Huang to finish his enemy. He provided the hitman with valuable information about the victim, including a copy of his ID, his phone number, and his license plate numbers. How did you get the ID? When Jing took... Oh, I guess if they've interacted, whatever. Anyway, when Jing took the money, he decided to give half of them to another hitman, Mo Changjing. Z told Mo the cash was the task of killing Wei. Not only did he hire another hitman, but he also demanded another $1 million from Tan. Although Tan agreed to give G another $1 million, he said he would do it after the deed is done. And it just continues like that, ladies and gentlemen. It's just hitman making promise and deal after deal after deal until the last guy is like, hey, dude, I really don't want to fucking do this, so can you just, like, disappear and, like, I'll split the money with you that I've been promised. Yeah, so as a result, 6 men were charged for being involved in the murder plot. Tan received 5. G got 3 years and 6 months. Yang, who is like the third on the ring, and 2 Yangs, both received 3 years and 3 months. Mo, the second to last guy, received 3, and then the guy who was like, hey man, you should probably just fake your death so we can get the money, Ling, was sentenced to 2 years and 7 months. God.
And then it gives a graph to how much money is being
that they each promised. So remember, it starts off with the 200 million, and then that guy gets 100 million, and he promises to split it with the other guy. Then the next guy in the chain goes, hey, I'll pay you 27 million if you're willing to fucking kill this guy. He's like, all right, cool, sure, whatever. Then that hitman talks to the second to the last guy. He's like, dude, I'm gonna give you like 20 million if you agree to like do this, and like it'll be on the down low. Then the last guy gets to, is like, dude, I'll give you 10 million if you like fake your own death and like just fucking disappear. And then of course, that didn't end up going well because they're all in jail.
Yeah. Like, I feel bad for at least the bottom 3 because I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, the guy who's getting 27 is taking 27 out of his 100.
Yep.
And then 20 out of his 27. So that just leaves you with 7. I'm like, you kind of just shot yourself in the foot on that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like Matt said, this is hilarious.
It's so good.
It reminds me of that one meme where they're in the church and there are people behind with the guns.
Yeah, and it's just more and more.
You know where that's from?
I don't know where it's from. I've been meaning to look it up forever, but I don't know what like the original one is.
Is this real? What show or movie is this from?
Yeah, if anyone knows, please fucking let us know.
Because that looks like a comedy.
It does.
It has to be a comedy.
Like a comedy.
Next one. A man reported missing joins in his own search party. A man reporting missing joins his own search party. That should be just a running joke right there.
That's it. That's the article.
No, but a Turkish man got drunk one night. Him and his friends go out in the woods. Next thing you know, he just passes out. And he wakes up the next day and say, hey, there's a search party going on. I'm like, oh, cool. I'm just going to mosey on over and jump in the line.
Yeah, he's like, yo, dude, like, oh, you guys need help? I'll volunteer and I'll help you.
Who are we looking for? We're looking for a Binhan Mentalu. And say, oh.
Yeah, and he's just like, wait a minute. That's me. That's my name.
No, it's not.
Yeah, yeah. They're like, nice joke, dude.
And they walk the line or whatever. It's like,
yeah.
Like, Blue. No, seriously.
No,
that's me.
Yeah, and eventually it got to the point where he's like, no, like, seriously, like this is me.
So I find that hilarious. First of all, I'm surprised they don't have a what is it, the 72-hour rule, like we do here, or something
Yeah.
like shit like that. So apparently, if somebody goes missing, you could just call a search party.
Yeah, you
and
just call a
within
search
2
party.
I wish we had that here.
Yeah, that'd be nice if we.
I mean, talk about the first 48 for a murder charge. You know, like that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's.
You have 48 hours to get to all the information you get before it goes cold and murder.
Yep. But we can wait 3 days to fucking search for somebody.
It's like, well, I'm pretty sure that person's dead, so.
Yeah, they're. Well, I guess when you
know.
have a search party, you're not expecting to find them alive, I guess.
I guess, I don't know.
What do I know?
Yeah, I've never been in either or. Now, this last bit of news I found hilarious. Andrew Lloyd Webber, the creator of such great Broadway musicals such as The Phantom of the Opera, and which basically this particular article, Cats. Now, like, what's Stanley Kubrick?
Yeah, Stanley Kubrick.
Who hated his own...
Yeah, who hated...
Oh, wait, no.
No, Stephen King hated a lot of his adaptations, yeah. Yeah, Stephen King hated Kubrick's Shining.
Shining. Much like Andrew Lloyd Webber, he hated the rendition of the 2019 Cats. Or wait, was it 2019?
I'm pretty sure that was 2018?
No, it wasn't 2018.
I don't really fucking know. I don't really give a fuck.
Hold on.
I fucking hate cats.
But anyway, he hated so much that he went out and got a dog. A Havanese dog. Which, they're not bad. Havanese aren't that bad. But no. Point is, it's like, it got to the point where I like this dog. I can't believe I've missed out on having this dog so much that, you know what, I'm going to register my new dog as an emotional, pet so I can bring it on the plane.
Yep.
So when he applied for, emotional support, it's like, well, why do you need this dog, as your emotional support? He answers, have you seen what they did to my cats?
Have you seen what they did to my cats?
And they replied, and they replied with their approval, say, come back with the note says, no doctor's report required.
Oh my God.
The best.
That is.
So not only does
great.
he need no doctor's note, first of all, he must, because I wouldn't know Andrew Lloyd Webber if he was standing right in front of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't fucking recognize this motherfucker.
But I guess a lot of people would, where he could just pop on a plane and say, hey, hey Andrew, what are you doing here? Do you have a doctor's note for that dog? Have you seen Cats?
Have you seen Cats?
Come on in. Come on in.
Oh, my apologies, sir. Please write this way.
Come on in. So, you gotta wonder if anybody else would do that. I don't know any other.
I don't
Broadway.
know. He's in a unique situation.
Oh, what's that dude with the pencil mustache? Fuck yeah, I can't think
of it.
He's also another big Broadway dude.
Oh,
John Waters.
Okay, yeah, pencil mustache, John Waters. That makes sense then.
Yeah, I mean him I can recognize.
Yeah,
him I can recognize. All right, so yeah, give it up for Phantom of the Opera guy. Next up, we have our simp.
Simp of the week.
God damn it! I fucking hate Google Docs. It won't even let me. Do you have it up?
Yeah.
Okay, you start. So
Yep, no problem. So this is Larry N. At Blackbeard52586 because 52585 was taken. I love his bio. Professionally, I help people work efficiently in their jobs. Personally, I live each day to the fullest by embracing life for what it offers. Wow, dude, that's so unique. So why are you a simp of the highest caliber?
Well, I forgot I'm on your Google account right now, so it's not on mine. So I have to click. Anyway,
oh God.
So yeah, he first up is when the assembly line just keeps sending more and more of you like it, LOL.
So anyway, so we have to give a little context to that. It is 3 white women laying down on what looks like an outdoor balcony couch, and a bunch of black dudes just take turns railing all of them.
Wait, 3? What?
Yeah, there's 3.
Are we looking at the same one?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at a teacher.
No, you're confused. He might have just read. No, because the arrow goes to the top one. Huh, that's weird, because I have that.
Hold on, maybe I gotta refresh it.
Yeah, maybe you have to refresh. He might be live tweeting right now.
Hold on, let me refresh this. Did they seriously say the same thing?
Yeah, he's said the same thing to both.
No, I'm talking about what he's writing about.
Yeah, I don't know why you get that one with the teacher, because he's talking about the one I showed you.
That's weird.
That's goofy. Okay.
Hold on, let me go to my account, because
Yeah.
that's probably why. Oh, I know why. Because I'm just on Twitter with no profile, and it's not. I don't have the.
Okay.
I'm 18 type thing.
Okay, that would make sense.
Okay, so here we go. Now I'm on my account. This probably get a lot better stuff. Click. All right. So yeah, we'll never get bored of posting this scene. He replies.
Yeah, then
when
he
the
replies,
assembly line just keeps getting more and more, and you like it.
Yep. Oh, he is live tweeting right now. He just did it 50 seconds ago. Let's go. Hold on, I'm gonna fucking tweet at him.
Oh, tell him we're simping you of the week.
I know that's. Hold on. At Blackbeard. Blah blah blah. Congratulations. You have made Itai to listen simp of the week list. We will send you the trophy. Or no, we will send you the check in the mail. Keep an eye out for the end of the year, where we will choose the Simp of the Year award. It's time to listen. Simp of the Week list. We will send you a check in the mail. Keep an eye out for the end of the year. We will choose the Simp of the Year award. You look like a contender. Tweeted it. Let's go.
All right. While we wait for that reply on that, next one goes down.
I just did that. Jesus Christ.
Lexi. You know, your standard 1 or 2 picks. He replies. Now, mind you, this guy always gives out a paragraph.
It's every time.
Every time.
Everything has been like a full sentence or like a bunch of shit instead of our normal "you so sexy babe, peach, sweaty face, cum shot."
He replies. Lexi said, "I can do sexy things when I bend. Anytime she's naked, I'm in." Okay, is this guy?
I'm not reading this whole shit.
Go to her bedroom, a place I never. Okay, yeah, I'm not.
It's literally. Alright, so let me try and get through this without fucking trying to kill myself. Lexi said I can do sexy things when I bend. Anytime she's naked, I'm in. Go to her bedroom, a place I'd never been. She had a stripper pole, so now I see how her money she spends. Her butt cheeks she let caress the pole like bookends and dollars. Her way I did start to send.
My Nerf gun's over there.
He's reading poetry. He's writing poetry for these ladies.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Nicolette Shea, top 0.03% in OnlyFans creator. Okay.
Sure.
Let me tell you, this club has the sweetest girls, nothing like Knoxville. Sweet as molasses, baby. Some of our fun moments from this weekend. I will miss you all. Shea Squad, OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. Nicolette Shea is neon, just makes a star shine even brighter. Nobody wears it or looks any better in it than this lady. A TKO, total not. We know what TKO is.
Everyone knows. Oh wait, I have
Happy,
notification.
relaxing Sunday.
Yes, people like my tweet.
One, just one, or
like 5 people so far.
no shit. Oh, okay. Jaden Cole, thank you all for the love on my birthday today. Pussy Eating Club. Okay, yeah, I think that person's gonna be next. Happy birthday. Larry replies, everyone loves the glamour shots, but when you get to see your favorite starlets doing everyday things, those are the best pics of all. Happy relaxing Sunday, y'all.
I'm starting to think that this is just a promo account for people's OnlyFans.
Maybe. Retweet if you like my lingerie. Sexy in black. Gorgeous Natalia. I'm not going to try that. That's sports.
Dude, this is...
He's
simping for a sports announcer.
Yeah. What the... Like...
Pretty in pink. Happy football Sunday, y'all.
Movies. Get it popping like popcorn. LOL. Beautiful Langelo.
I live in...
Rate my bush. 1 to 10. Here's the best... Oh, wait. No, that wasn't him. Britannia sent... Britannia sent my phone.
This post here makes me think it's like a bot or someone who speaks very broken English. Britannia sent my phone this hot video. I wasn't cry, but rather it was go. I heard her sexy voice and that was all I needed to know. Her I wanted to treat like a queen and be her bae. Her sexy body motion made me want to take this cowgirl to bed for a sexual rodeo. Okay, maybe it's not a bot. I don't think a bot would post that. Because that's not very promo. That's like... I don't know.
Yeah,
it's very strange.
Usually bots just retweet.
Yeah, bots tend to just retweet or say like the generic shit.
Let's see. Amazing Alex. A week ago, I didn't know who Alex Cole was. You can always tell when you happen onto someone or something special. It just looked one glimpse of her on a tweet from the AVN Awards, and I've been addicted ever since. Girls got it going on.
Super funny fact about the adult video awards that he's talking about. If you look around at like all the ladies dressed up, they're dressed up like almost like super conservatively for the most part. And then if you go to like the Oscars and shit, where you see a bunch of the other starlets when they're like going through the red carpet, they're dressed like how you would think porn stars would dress at the AVN.
Really?
Yeah, it's very strange.
I mean, maybe MTV I would get. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen like the Emmys or Oscars. So,
yeah. No, the Oscars just a bunch of old people. Oh my god.
Maybe the Met Gala. I could see the Met Gala.
Oh god, the Met Gala was awful. Oh my god. Britannia's? What? So hot in black suspender thong. Her and anything can't even be... He rhymes in everything! I can't do it. I can't read anymore.
All right,
I'm not reading any more of these out loud.
Britannia's so hot in black suspender thong. Her and anything can't ever be wrong. It's it's the same over and over again. She's gorgeous, quote unquote. Look like a repeating song. I like looking at her like a kid likes playing Donkey Kong. You gotta be strong. Her sexy will make something long. LOL. Shades emoji.
Oh my god. Kaylee likes showing her tits, though I'm from the south. I'd still prefer in the morning her than a bowl of grits. Ladies like her are so hot. Guys forget how nasty that stuff is called spit? Or spite? I don't know. If she blows a kiss, the boys come running like the cornerback sent on a blitz. I think he meant quarterback.
Well, at least this one, it makes it easier. Alexa call.
I can't do it.
Another vid sold porn star sleepover orgy reverse gangbang. I don't think that's a thing.
He just retweeted that one.
We're having a party. Sexy sounds are all around. Everybody is getting down. That's the origin of the sound. We're having a party. And that's it.
That's it. Oh my god, I can't. This is... Can we... I'm blocked!
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on, I'm gonna fucking screenshot this shit.
No shit.
Where's the fucking print screen option?
Oh my god. I love it. This is the greatest day of my life. I would like to thank the Academy.
So how many likes did you get?
I got like 12, and then he blocked me.
Woo!
I think some of the ones that liked it were the ones that followed it, or that he followed too.
Oh my god.
This is the best day of my life.
Hold on, who's he following? I gotta...
Holy shit.
NFL, okay.
I can't do it.
Britannia, Lexi Love, Natalie,
Oh,
Jessica
blog.
Bangkok, Lexical, okay.
No, I hope he messages me. I hope he messages me.
He won't, he just blocked you.
Fucking, you little bitch. You little simpy bitch. You fucking writes poems for fucking OnlyFans content creators.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
Yeah, I like refreshed the page. I was like, oh yeah, I forget. I don't get notifications on Twitter. Like if I'm just scrolling, it sometimes breaks. So I'm like, let's see what happens. Refresh. You have been blocked. I'm like, oh.
That's funny. Oh man. So yeah, this goes out to
me for being blocked.
I know, right? This goes out to Larry and Blackbeard 5250
586 because 52585 was taken.
All right, this goes out to you. You are definitely now a strong contender for that year in Simp of the Year award. All right. Moving on.
Anyway.
Our first review is Female Demon King Melissa's Adventure Book.
Yep.
Now, in this series, we get a group of females. It didn't really explain if... Because one of them's the Demon King, one's the maid, and another one's the hero?
Question mark? Because we're not really told. They talk to her like she's the fallen hero.
Yeah.
I think they're implying because the Demon King is quote-unquote defeated, they don't need the hero anymore, so she fell on hard times, and that's why she's in this situation?
I don't know, because the quote-unquote hero did a spell that kind of depleted the Demon King as well as her and the maid.
Yep.
And then now they have to go around, your standard replenish magical power through the power of semen.
Through the power of jizz.
And that's basically the story.
And there you go. There's the plot.
Yeah, and each of them got their individual scenes, and then all of a sudden this purple tentacle monster just comes out of nowhere that stalks him for both episodes.
Yeah. Also, like, this world is super weird because it's like normal with the Demon King or Demon Queen or Demon Lord or whatever. She just fucks like a teenager on the street. She's like, "You're gonna do you're gonna give me your seed," and he's like, "What? Why?" And she's like, "I literally just told you can do whatever you want to me, and you're saying why?" And he's like, "Oh, okay, whatever, sure, why not?" And then they bang, and then the maid is like on a farm somewhere, and she's sucking off a farmer and blah blah blah. She gets her just dues, and then the third one happens, and then there's just like an anthro fucking werewolf man, and she's like giving him a titty fuck, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why? How did we go from 2 normal people, and then she has to deal with anthro werewolf?
Yeah, and then they get to the fight scene, and there's
and then
another anthro.
And then I think it's the same one.
It's a different one.
It's a different one. Okay.
I guess a pharaoh.
Yeah, or a non-civilized one. Yeah, they're like going on a quest, I think. It's not. They don't really fucking say. They're just in the woods fighting monsters.
Yeah.
And then the anthro thing shows up. They're like, oh no. And then just a slime tentacle monster shows up, and they're like, oh gee golly. Like, I don't understand what is happening. And then, shenanigans happen because tentacle monster and hentai. And that's the first episode. What happened? I don't really know. Not much happens, and I'm still very confused. God. Yeah,
and then the second episode happens. They're in a bathhouse.
Because, we gotta have a bathhouse.
No.
What kind of hentai would this be?
And then eventually we get like a bunch of priests. They're, what's above priest?
Bishop? Or,
bishops
or something.
Cardinals, whatever, doing the, the demon lord. It's like, I'm gonna purify you, and because you're the demon lord, and we get that whole scene and whatnot. Yeah,
and then like the anthros come back and they like triple team the maid bitch with like the slime monster that is also back. What benefit does she get from it? I don't know. She's not dissatisfied with it, I guess. So yeah, the bathhouse scenes is just like 2 dudes and the blonde one, which we think is the hero.
Yeah.
And they're just they just bang. There's nothing special there. Then the maid happens, and then that's when the priest happens, and they like have her tied up in BDSM like. It's like the laziest rope job. They just like made loops and put it, and like they just put her legs through it, and they're like, that'll hold her. And I'm like, this is so lazy. And then after they're done banging, they're just like, well, let's go fuck more guys. And I'm like,
it's like, what do we do now?
Yeah, they're like, what do we do now? They're like,
well, I like sex.
I like sex, so I mean, we need
doing
semen,
that.
So let's go.
There's not much about this.
It's very weird from just a what the fuck is happening situation.
Yeah.
So it's not bad.
No.
I think the hentai scenes are fine. They're good. The anthro thing out of nowhere is fucking a whiplash I was not ready for.
No.
It's not bad or anything. They're not like super feral looking or anything. So, I mean, there's like full anthros, so it's not super weird. The slime doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's like they had a checklist, like when they were animating, they're like, well, what do we need? We
need tentacles.
Tentacles, beasts. They're demons. Should we do anything with that? The head priest and the archbishops, they need to purify her. And I'm like, okay,
yeah,
sure, why not?
No.
So,
like Matt said,
it's
very not bad.
It's not bad. It's just like, okay, sure.
What's going on? Like, my head hurts in a way, but I don't know. It's hard to say not watch it, but watch. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say go out of your way to watch it. But it's definitely like if it's random on the website and it's there, sure, why not? It's one of those situations. But yeah, I don't think you have to avoid it, and I don't think you have to like go out of your way to watch it because there's nothing specific that it does.
No.
So
the only thing I could think of doing with that series is throwing you a curveball and guess this hentai.
Yeah,
that's probably it.
Yeah, that actually would be really fun. That would be a fun
like
game of guess what the fuck's happening in this hentai, or guess the hentai,
or explain the plot.
Yeah, or
fuck,
explain the plot. Shit.
Makes sense because this plot. I lose.
I'm out. I'm done.
I'll take that -1,000. I'll take that.
I'll take explain the hentai plot for 1,000. In this hentai, it's like shit.
What is? We don't know.
What is? Who the fuck knows?
That is correct.
That is correct. What? Seriously? I thought I gave up. So did they.
Black Cherry.
Black Jeopardy. Funny.
Oh, that was best. All right. Next one is Jashin Shoukan. I'm not going to pronounce the rest of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's by Bunny Walker, which we already know right off the bat.
Which we recommend basically everything Bunny Walker does.
Yeah, Bunny Walker does. So, in this story, we have a guy who was embezzling funds from his company, decides to go out.
Funny.
You know, I guess his car stopped working.
Yeah,
he's on in a snowstorm.
He's like kind of on the run, but like also not really. He's just like, oh man, they found out, and I was like on a trip. Oh shucks, I'm stranded in the middle of a snowstorm,
and then next
with
thing you
no
know,
coat, no winter clothing, no nothing. And he stumbles upon what else? A mansion? Yeah, mansion.
Followed by apparently Severus made another second deer.
Yeah.
Guiding light that led him to the
fucking mansion. It was like God himself was like, "Here, my son, be free."
So he gets to the mansion. There's the mistress, her daughter, and the maid.
The maid, because
you need
a maid. When you're rich in the mountains, you need a maid for all that extra stuff.
Yeah. And they all have. Well, there's Kyonyuu. Am I pronouncing that? Kyonyuu. It's Kyonyuu.
Yeah,
Kyonyuu, which translates to big breast, and they all have big tits.
Yeah, they're all massively tittied ladies and all very thick.
And so the mistress of the house say, "Hey, I want you to take my daughter's virginity." Well, prior to that, I want you to, be a tutor to my daughter.
Yeah.
And then eventually,
even though I don't think he says anything along the lines of, "I'm a teacher and I can really pay you back for taking me into your home." It's just like smash cut to like them talking, and she's like, "Yep, you're gonna teach her," and he's just like,
and then I want you to take my daughter's virginity. And it's like, oh, okay, and then
and he's just like, sure, she's hot, I guess. I'll do it. Why not?
And it turns out, daughter has a chastity belt on her
for some reason.
Well, her dad put it on her.
Yeah, I think it's like her dad or something.
And then, well, if you want my virginity, well, you're gonna have to have sex with mom.
Yeah, you're gonna. You're gonna have to. Yeah, she's like, you're gonna have to like tame my mother or something along those lines. She's like, you have to prove to me that you can give me like a good first time and like that you're worth giving my virginity to. So who else is gonna be the victim here except poor old Ma?
Yeah, and then eventually we get to find out. No, you have to stay. Or something about a ritual or some shit.
Yeah, like and of course there's like a weird occult ritual, and also like the way he sleeps with them. I don't know if it's this episode or the next, but there's like a weird thing where it's like where either the maid or the daughter is like, yeah, mom takes this medicine, and also like when she brings men around, she takes this other medicine, and blah blah blah.
Oh, where she doesn't get pregnant.
Then he's like, all right, let's swap that, and they're like, all right, sure.
Yeah, it was like you have to knock up my mom in order to...
and the way you do it is we have to swap the medicine. So to do that, he has to like break/seduce the maid who administers the medicine.
Yeah.
And then he's like, now help me do this, and she's like, oh yeah, no problem, I can do that, super easy. And it's like, this is so strange. I don't understand why we have 400,000 loopholes of shenanigans going on.
Like, jeez, man, all right, whatever. And then
whatever.
We never get what the hell this ritual is.
Yeah, it's almost a non-issue. It's hinted that there's like some bullshit going on with the family, or like the family history, and then it's just like dropped.
So hold on, let me pull this up, because I think it just ends. It doesn't give a hint of if there's going to be a third episode or
I don't know. Yeah, there's also like a weird scene where, he comes inside and then like tentacle magic goes into her belly, and like I think that's part of the ritual. I don't know.
I think because never mind. I'm looking at it right now because I don't think there's going to be a third episode.
No, I don't think there's going to be.
But as far as the convoluted plot of trying to knock up the mom
so you can knock up the daughter, so you can
screw up this ritual.
Yeah, and like the ending, there's like weird again, like magical tentacles, but they're like not the normal tentacles. It's weird. They don't explain that at all. It's such a non-issue. Like it, I don't know. It's very strange. If you ignore the plot of this one, you get girl in glasses, you get thick MILF, and then you get thick daughters. So like, you get 3 cute ladies. They're all gorgeous. The animation's fantastic. Bunny Walker just keeps fucking delivering.
Right.
So if just watch it for the animation. I wouldn't. Honestly, don't even read the subtitles because it sucks. So
it does. The next one is I don't know why this note's on here. This is an early leaked release. It's Sexfriend Gakuen, basically Sexfriend Hypnosis.
Yep.
I'm not by Comic Media. I think they don't have much going on.
Yeah, I don't know.
Comic Media sucks for animation.
It's not good. The faces are terrible.
It's Flash, basically.
Yeah, it's basically Flash animation, like a step above that.
Yeah.
It's not good. Like the ugly bastard main character looks like he's anywhere between 20 and 60 at any point. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. And like it also tries to be like semi 3D, but also Flash animation, and I don't really understand what's happening.
Like Newsground.
Yeah.
Newgrounds. Not from the 2000s, but at least
like 2010.
Yeah.
Like when Newgrounds had that dip in quality because like everyone abandoned it, and then apparently it came back recently or something like that. I don't fucking understand. Yeah, the plot of this is super weird. He's like in a classroom railing a girl, and then like a light shines behind him, and he's like, "Oh, Divine One, I made a sex friend just like you told me to. Like here, I'm gonna finish this up, and I'll fulfill your thing." And I'm like, "What?" And then it keeps going, and I don't think that ever comes back as like a plot.
No, it's just
And then he just
shining ball hypnosis in a way.
In a way, it like gives him power or like makes him attractive, and then it's the typical I banged everyone in the school type thing, which like I guess is hot, I guess, because there's a shit ton of women. And then the one sane person shows up and she's got a fucking knife, which is hilarious. She's like, "I'm gonna save all of you," and then they're like, "Nope, you're gonna get fucked by this
shiny
dude."
Ball.
And then shiny ball, and she's like, "Ah, no,
dang it,
dang." And then she succumbs to it, and then it just kind of keeps going.
It was weird, and then it ends with a newscaster going around saying, "Hey, what this school is like number 1 in sports." And
it's like it's so irrelevant. It's like, hey,
why is this school number 1? Oh, it's because Sexfriend here's like giving all the stress away, and that's why we're number 1. And next thing you know, shiny ball goes through.
Yeah, shiny ball goes, and then he bangs the reporter, and she's live on broadcast being like, "Yo, this is the greatest, ladies. This is good." And then
and I guess,
and then we smash cut to some ladies at home that aren't involved, and they're like, "Oh wow, we should find
shiny
this man."
Ball there. Apparently, that could go through.
Yeah, it goes through the fucking radio waves and fucking TV waves.
And
sure,
that's it. And that's the episode.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want from us. There's not much to it.
Yeah, it really isn't.
We never learned why he's given this divine power outside of he's a poor ugly bastard, I guess. And that's it. And he said he sexes a lot of girls.
So
you get some dark skinned Gyarus, you get some regular Gyarus, you get some sports fetishes, you get your massive orgy fetishes. It's too bad that it's just not enjoyable because the animation is dog water.
I know. It really is. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say about that.
I mean,
that's it.
That's it. I absolutely would recommend it if it was better made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't see Comic Media making any more. I hope not.
I don't know if that's specifically the uploader finding these things or if it is actually from Comic Media. I'm assuming it's from Comic Media. All their shit is garbage.
Because I had to make sure I had to click on the other ones they did. I'm like, no, it's
was it just like a one-off thing? No, they're all
the same.
Pretty fucking bad.
So yeah, that's all of them. There's not much we could say about the reviews.
We got a little unlucky, and there's just not a whole lot with these shows.
No. But yeah, definitely check out the Jashin Shoukan.
Yeah, check out the second one we talked about. That one's pretty good. Like, don't pay attention to the plot, because you'll be like, what? Yeah. Why? Huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Just know that the little girl is like, you gotta prove yourself, and the mom's like, I bring men here a lot, apparently.
Okay, Yuki. If you don't know, that's the Snow woman, not an actual character.
Yeah, the Snow ladies. You've seen Rosario the Vampire. Everyone's favorite character from that is Snow Spirit. So.
But yeah,
and anyone who disagrees, you can fucking fight me on it. She's the best character in that fucking show series.
Wait, are we talking like the married fuck type, or are we just saying in general?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
Snow spirits are always fantastic.
Like, sure, I guess. I was gonna say I like Rui better, but that's probably me because I like submissive girls. In that sense.
Getting a glimpse into Jared's fetishes live on A Time to Listen.
Okay. It's not the first time I mentioned.
No, God, no. We've revealed far too much on this show.
But anyway, so yeah. Once again, thanks for listening. I'm very surprised that Larry blocked you. I should send him one. Maybe I should get blocked too.
Be like, hey, you can't block us if you want your paycheck. How are we supposed to announce the winner if you block us?
Wow. But anyway, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah, that's a future us problem.
Yeah. Fuck you. All right. Thanks for listening. I'll mention later. Well, anyway, thanks for listening. As always, I'm Jarrett.
I'm Matt.